He resolved then that he would earn a lot of money so that when mother came back to this city, she would be able to sleep in a warm place, that he wouldn't allow her to sleep in the cold again. Some time passed. In a low voice, mother said, "형철." He heard her voice from far away, half asleep. Mother reached out and stroked his head. She sat up and looked over his figure and touched his forehead. "I'm sorry." Mother quickly withdrew her hand to wipe away her tears, but they dropped on his face. When he woke up at dawn, his mother was sweeping the floor of the office. He tried to stop her, but mother said, "I might as well. I'm not doing anything." And as if she would be punished if she weren't doing anything, washed the floor with a wet mop, and thoroughly cleaned the employees' desks. Mother's breath was visible, and the top of her swollen foot was pushing against her blue sandal. As they waited for the nearby bean sprout soup place to open so they could eat breakfast, Mother's hands made the office gleam. "This house is still here." His eyes grow wide. He has been poking around the narrow alleys filled with parked cars, looking for mother. Now, as the sun hangs low in the sky, he finds himself in front of the house where he rented a room 30 years ago. He reaches on to touch the gate, amazed. The sharp arrow-like steel spikes on top of the gate are still there, the same as 30 years ago. The woman who once loved him but ended up leaving him would sometimes hang a plastic bag over with Chinese buns on the gate when he wasn't there. All the other houses nearby have been converted to townhouses or studio apartments. He reads the ads posted on the gate. 100,000 won per month with a deposit of 10 million won. 150,000 won per month possible with a deposit of 5 million won. 8평, standard sink, shower and bathroom. Close to Namsan, good for exercising. Can get to Gangnam in 20 minutes. Jongno in 10 minutes. Cons. Small bathroom. You are not going to live in it. It's probably hard to find something this cheap in Yongsan. The reason I'm moving, I got a car and need a parking space. Please text or email. I'm renting the room myself to save on broker fees. Having read even the mobile number and the email address, he pushes the gate slowly. The gate opens, just as it did 30 years ago. He looks inside. A U-shaped house, the same as 30 years ago. The door to each unit facing the courtyard. The door of the unit he used to live in has a padlock on it. "Anyone home?" he calls out, and 2 or 3 doors open. 2 young women with short hair and 2 boys around 17 look at him. He steps into the courtyard. "Have you seen this person?" He shows the flyer to the young women first, then quickly hands one to the boys, who are about to shut their door. There are 2 girls around the same age peering out from inside the boys' room. The boys, thinking he's looking inside, banged the door shut. The outside looks the same as 30 years ago, but each unit has become a studio. The owners must have renovated, combining the kitchen and the room. He can see a sink in the corner of the women's unit. No, the young women say, and hand him the flyer. They have sleep in their eyes. Perhaps they were napping. They watch him turn around and head back to the gate. He's about to step outside when the boy's door opens and someone calls, "Wait, I think this grandmother was sitting in front of the gate a few days ago." When he approaches the room, the other boy sticks his head out and says, "No, I told you this isn't her. This lady is young. That lady was really wrinkly. Her hair wasn't like this either. She was a beggar. But her eyes were the same. Look only at her eyes. They were just like these. If we find her, are you really going to give us 5 million won? I'll give you some money as long as you tell me exactly what happened, even if you don't find her." He asks the boys to step outside. The young women who had closed their door open it again and look out. That lady was the one from the bar down the street. They keep her locked up because he has dementia, and it looked like she sneaked out and got lost. The owner of the bar came and took her home. Not that lady. I saw this lady too. She'd hurt her foot. It was covered in pus. She kept chasing away flies, though I didn't look closely because she smelled and was dirty. And did you see where she went? Hyung-chul asked the boy. No, I just went in. She kept trying to come in, so I slammed the gate. Nobody else had seen Mother. The boy follows him out, saying, I really did see her. He looks down the alleys, running ahead of Hyung-chul. Hyung-chul gives the boy 100,000 won check as he leaves. The boy's eyes sparkle. Hyung-chul asks the boy to get the lady to stay with him if he sees her again, and to give him a call. Not listening very carefully, the boy says, Then you'll give me 5 million won? Hyung-chul nods. The boy asks for a few more flyers. He says he will hang them up at the gas station where he works part-time. He says that if Hyung-chul finds his mother from that, he should be rewarded with 5 million won because it will be thanks to him. Hyung-chul tells him he will. They have faded promises he made to himself for Mother, who changed places with him in the night duty room to protect him from the drought, saying, I can fall asleep better if I'm next to the wall. The pledge he had made that Mother would sleep in a warm room when she came back to the city. He takes a cigarette from his pocket and puts it in his mouth. He doesn't know exactly when it happened, but at some point his emotions ceased to belong only to him. He went about his life, having mostly forgotten about Mother. What was I doing when Mother was left behind on that unfamiliar underground station platform, having failed to get on the train with Father? He looks up once more at the office and turns back. What was I doing? He hangs his head. The day before Mother went missing, he went out drinking with his co-workers, But it didn't end well. His colleague, Kim, who was usually respectful and polite, made a subtle dig at him after a few drinks, pronouncing him clever. At work, Hyung-chul was in charge of the sale of the apartments near Songdo in Incheon, and Kim oversaw the sale of the apartments near Yongin. Kim's remark referred to Hyung-chul's idea of giving out concert tickets as promotional gifts for people coming to the show home. This wasn't his idea, but that of his sister, the writer. When Ji-han was over at his house, his wife gave her a bath mat that had been the promotional gift for the last apartment sale. And his sister said, I don't know why companies think housewives like this kind of thing. He had been wondering what to give as a promotional gift this time. So he asked, well, what do you think would be memorable? I'm not sure, but people quickly forget about things like this. Wouldn't it be better if it were a fountain pen or something? Think about it. Do you think your wife would be happy if you got her kitchen gadgets for her birthday? If you get a mat to promote an apartment sale, you just forget about it. But I think I would be pleasantly surprised if it was a book or a movie ticket, and I'd probably remember it. If I had to make plans to use it, I'd keep remembering how I got it. Am I the only one who thinks like that? His sister left the mat behind when she went home.